Welcome to another Minute Microscopy. I'm Eric Rosenblatt, and I'd love it if you'd like and share this video. Leave a comment down there. I'd especially like to hear people's thoughts on this one because there does seem to be a little bit of disagreement. So, it's time yet again. Another daylight saving shift. I've already done a video about this, but until something changes, I'm going to keep talking about it. So this will be a bit of a revisit on the topic of DST. First off, I want to remind everybody that the reason for the time change has nothing to do with farming. That's a popular myth. Farmers don't care what time it is. They work whenever it's light out, so a time shift wouldn't affect them. If I recall, it had something to do with fuel conservation back in the day. Perhaps that made sense at the time, but it certainly doesn't today. So why do we keep using it? It's a mystery to me. Changing the time with the seasons doesn't have any real benefit, but it sure has negative consequences. Health problems, both physical and mental, increases in car accidents, decreased productivity at work, and more. Not to mention the hassle of changing the time on clocks and watches and remembering that it's happening in the first place. Now, there have been many attempts to eliminate DST, including in my home state of Washington, but all have failed. It's infuriating that politicians always talk of changing it, but somehow it never succeeds. I can't fathom why, since it's a nonpartisan issue which basically everyone agrees should be corrected. It's universally reviled by all. Think about it. Do you know one single person who loves DST or is excited about the time change? I suppose I become a bit happier when we go to summertime, but that's only because of the half-year downer brought by wintertime. Perhaps, and this is only speculation, but maybe the reason for the failure of these attempts is due to the disagreement I mentioned at the beginning. Some people want more light at the beginning of the day. Others, like myself, would prefer it at the end of the day. I know there are other reasons, such as needing federal approval and all that, but it's my suspicion that the debate over which direction to permanently go is a major point of contention, a barrier that politicians are unable or unwilling to try to overcome. But whatever, oh my God. Floyd, stop. But whatever the case, DST is a thing that needs to die. Everyone hates it, yet somehow we all begrudgingly observe it. It might not be the most noble cause, but I think it's a worthy one to stand up and fight for. Like I mentioned in the previous video, we don't need to wait around for the bureaucrats to get off their asses. Things can change very quickly when people stop following the rules en masse. Even if we don't take things to that level, at the very least, we need to be far more vocal. And in that, we also need to have a big debate about whether we want summer or winter time. Well, maybe we just split the difference and shift to the half-hour point between them. I don't know. But what I do know is that it's time DST comes to an end.